Mother. Shuanger is awake.
That is great. Shuanger is awake.
Where am I? Who are these people? Huh? This voice isn't mine.
She suddenly opened her eyes and saw the old dark earthen house before her. Song Wushuang stared blankly at them. She somehow knew these were her sister and mother.
It is good that she is awake. Hurry and find the village chief. And bring a few people up the mountain with you to look for Song Zhan. Yana, you go protect your mother and sister too.
Yes,
Mother, we're going now. Then you stay with Shuanger.
She finished speaking respectfully to her mother-in-law and quickly took the two children out.
You'd better pray your father is all right. Otherwise, you'll be the one in charge. If you get rejected, you can't go on living. How dare you try to die and scare people? You're almost of age for the Jiji ceremony, and you'll be married when Luo Yun returns. Can a family that breaks off an engagement at this time be a good one? And you still try to die. You can't even figure this out. Liu Wei been the Song family's granddaughter for 15 years in Wei. I didn't realize it before. You're quite capable. You managed to hang yourself. Huh. Trying to die and survive yourself. What kind of capability is that? If you have the ability, go tear down the Luo family. That would be true capability.
This grandmother doesn't dislike me. She's just angry about what happened.
Actually, what she is saying is teaching her granddaughter the principles of life, hoping she will live on. At this moment, Song Wushuang had somewhat accepted this unbelievable fact. She had actually transmigrated. I transmigrated into this young girl named Song Shuanger, who was jilted by her fiancé family. Unable to bear it, she hanged herself.
Foolish!
Why torment yourself to preserve their good reputation? It should be as Grandma said, to take on the Luo family. A family that breaks off an engagement at this point must not be a good family.
Grandma, please come out quickly. My leg! I've broken both my legs from falling.
Song Wushuang listened. As if his father had been taken to the main house in the front yard, he now had the original owner's memories, and naturally knew the family's situation. He wanted to go and see, but his body was too weak after the suffocation. The moment he moved, his vision went black, and he fainted on the Kang again.
Congratulations, Master. The supermarket system has been activated. Welcome, Master, to the Space Supermarket. Your welcome points are 100. Everything in the supermarket can be brought into your line of sight, but it must be purchased with points.
He walked to the Spirit Stone section, picked up a bag of Lay's potato chips, and touched it. It was real. He then picked up a box of Oreos and weighed it in his hand, and walked towards the checkout area.
Please check out.
Please wait a moment. There are 2 items in total, amounting to 15 points.
The format is correct. But why did money turn into points?
Please use facial recognition to pay.
Facial payment successful.
You currently have 85 points remaining. Please work hard to earn more points. And we welcome you to shop at the Space Supermarket again.
This machine is quite mercenary, urging me to spend more.
He looked down and touched the items he was holding, and Song Wushuang was dumbfounded. He really brought the items out. So the supermarket he entered before was indeed the Space Supermarket. So how do I get in? Thinking about going to the supermarket.
Go to the supermarket.
The next moment, he was standing at the entrance of the supermarket again.
Leave the space.
He sat down on the can again, looking at the items in his hands. He thought it would be better to exchange for some grain or meat, so his family could eat together. He intended to return the snacks to the supermarket.
Return. Exchange.
Sorry, this supermarket does not accept returns or exchanges. All sales are final.
Song Wushuang was fuming. Encountering such a predatory supermarket, the crucial part was that he had forgotten these words, which he had domineeringly written on his design drafts and keywords when he was bored drawing simulation diagrams. Never mind, it seemed he would have to eat them secretly himself. If his family saw these items, he wouldn't be able to explain where they came from.
Mother, how is my father? What did the doctor say?
The doctor said his bone might have a hairline fracture, and they've strapped a wooden board to his leg to keep it from moving and to prevent your father from walking.
双儿, I'm glad you're okay. Your father is fine. Hurry back and get some rest. Don't dwell on this anymore. It is okay if you can't get married later. Your parents will support you at worst.
I'm sorry, Dad. It is my fault. I'm the one who caused this. Don't worry. Once I've recovered my strength, I will definitely earn money to cure your leg.
You're just a young girl. What can you do?
Don't worry, Grandma. Solutions come from people's ideas. As long as I still have my mind, I can always find a way to make money.
Song Wushuang said seriously to the old lady, then got onto the can to examine Dad Song's leg. After examining it for a while, she couldn't tell much. If only I had studied medicine, how wonderful that would be. Instead, I studied planning.
Song Shuang'er, are you planning to just give up and let things fall apart?
Song Wushuang lowered her head silently, not arguing with the old lady. There was no point saying more. Once I've achieved something, I'll show them by earning money.
Mother, let me see the prescription the doctor left.
Raw golden grass, Panax, Notoginseng, safflower, and so on. Seeing these, Song Wushuang understood that the doctor's primary treatment approach was to relax the muscles and promote blood circulation. But since it was a bone fracture, bone strengthening was also necessary. Therefore, calcium-rich and bone-strengthening foods should also be beneficial. After reading it, he had a clear idea.
Mom, don't worry yet. Remember what I said. We'll start with dietary supplements to help Dad's bones recover. Let his bones heal better. And listen to the doctor. Absolutely. Do not put any weight on that leg and don't move it around.
How can we do that with food?
Eat more beans, bone broth, tofu, milk, and goat's milk. These will help my father's leg recover.
We have beans at home, and we can buy tofu. But we don't have cow's milk or goat's milk, and certainly no bones for broth. Ziyanna, go to Zhang Tofu's house and buy 2 pounds of tofu for me. Mom will cook it for your father.
Saying this, Qixi took out the remaining few strings of copper coins from her sleeve.
I'll go up the mountain now to look for the herbs listed on the prescription. Every herb I find will count.
Stop!
双儿, do you recognize those herbs?
No. I'll go ask Dr. Niu.
Dad Song wanted to tell him not to go up the mountain, but thinking that his leg injury wouldn't heal, lying on the con worried the whole family even more. He sighed. And with the autumn harvest just over a month away, Dad Song was anxious too.
Then don't go to the cliff's edge, or over the mountain on the other side. Just search around here. Whatever herbs you can find are what you find. Remember to bring Ziyan, and have your sister buy some tofu.
The 3 siblings exchanged a look, and all agreed. Okay, Dad Song spoke. The old lady and Qixi had nothing more to say. The 3 siblings left together. Song Wushuang and Song Ziyan headed towards Dr. Niu's house.
If you can't afford the medicine, you'll have to go out and look for it yourself. If you can find these 3, that would be even better. We can boil them together into a medicinal soup. If you find even 1, it can still be boiled and consumed.
Dr. Niu took out samples of 3 dried herbs from his medicine cabinet to show Song Wushuang and Song Ziyan. He also taught them some characteristics of fresh herbs.
Thank you, Grandpa Niu, for your great kindness. We siblings will remember it. We will surely repay you if we have the chance in the future.
People in the mountains simply live off the land. They carried small baskets when they went out and took sickles. They left the village, and along the way, they searched the wild patches of land by the roadside. The siblings searched for a long time, but didn't find any of the herbs Dr. Niu had told them to look for. Song Wushuang knew that the herbs Dr. Niu had shown him were Shengjing Kao, Sanqi, and Honghua. How difficult it is. This kind of herb is not common. Song Ziyan had found over a dozen types, and would run over to ask every now and then. But both were disappointed. Neither were the ones they were looking for. Song Wushuang gritted her teeth, looking at Song Ziyan.
Ziyan, for dead. Do you dare to go into the woods over there?
Second sister, will there be wolves there?
I don't know either. If we don't go and see, we'll never know if there are wolves. But we might miss finding the herb that can cure Dad's leg.
Okay, then let's go and see.
Ziyan, when we see a rare herb, we dig up the whole plant. Let's ask Dr. Niu back home which one is useful. If we find a useful one, maybe we can even trade some herbs with him.
Second sister, you're so smart.
Let's do it right away. The two of them buried their heads in digging for herbs, digging up anything rare they found.
Sister, look. Isn't this one of those Dr. Niu looks for?
Yes. This is the nerve grass.
That is great, Ziyan.
We should dig up more of this. What is that? A rabbit. A white wolf. Or a person in white. Ziyan, I saw a flash of white shadow up ahead.
Huh? Second sister, don't scare me. Second sister, could it be a wolf?
I'm not sure. Let's keep watching for a moment. It looks like it might have run away. Let's go. Let's look for a bit longer, and then head home.
Okay. Second sister, look. It is a rabbit. Second sister, this time, Dad's legs have bones. Can we make soup with them?
This rabbit is too small. There is barely a few bites of meat, and even fewer bones. They aren't good for making bone broth. For the land, we still need pork or beef bones for that. But if you like it, you can take it back and raise it.
Really? 5K sheep?
You'll have to cut grass for them every day and get their food.
Okay.
Song Wushuang shook her head, continuing to dig for golden grass. I didn't expect there to be quite a bit under the trees here. After that, the two of them picked some more herbs and headed home before sunset. After they left the woods, on the branch of a large tree nearby, a white figure stirred lazily.
Finally, I found you, little girl.
Song Wushuang realized she had collected 9 kinds of herbs. As for their specific names, Song Wushuang was unsure. Song Wushuang didn't know if these were valuable, so she planned to ask Dr. Naiyu.
Well, they are not entirely without medicinal value. That is foxtail grass and pigweed. Pigweed is excellent for stopping bleeding. You can take it back. It can be used if there is any bleeding. Foxtail grass can promote urination, improve vision, and clear heat. If anyone in your family has trouble urinating, or their eyes feel irritated, you can dry it. Boil it in water and drink some.
Thank you, Grandpa Niu.
I'll keep these remaining 5, and I can use them when they're dried tomorrow. Do you want copper coins? Or shall I exchange some medicine for you?
Exchange for medicine. Medicine that my father can use.
Okay.
You really scared me to death today. You're not allowed to do that again. Don't worry, big sister. I won't do that again. I'll be a sensible sister from now on. I'll work hard to help our family earn money, so we won't have to worry about food and clothing. And so you can wear beautiful clothes in the future, and nice jewelry.
Good, then. I'll let you get to bed.
Good night, big sister. Good night.
Does the temple point feel any better?
Much better. Especially on my leg. It feels a bit hot and itchy here.
That is great. Dad, I heard itching means it is healing.
Song Wushuang just smiled faintly, watching the happy scene of everyone. It is a fracture. How could it heal so quickly? She could see that Father Song was trying to comfort everyone. The siblings had dug for herbs for a few days, and they had also exchanged with Dr. Niu for a few days' supply of mistletoe. Father Song had finally taken the medicine for 5 consecutive days. On the morning of the 6th day, Dr. Niu was invited by Song Wushuang again to check Father Song's pulse once. He was told that the splint on Father Song's leg still could not be removed, and it still needed to be secured. The bone had not healed properly. And he told them that if they wanted Father Song to recover quickly, just taking these few herbs wouldn't be enough. It would be best to go to town and buy some tiger bone powder.
That medicine is very effective for bone healing and strengthening. It is sold at Sunji Pharmacy in town. It is said to be 500 wen per tael. See if you can buy some to give to your father.
Song Wushuang quickly agreed. After Dr. Niu left, the family fell into silence once more.
I'll go to town tomorrow. My silver bracelet is worth quite a bit. Let's sell it. I'll see if I can exchange it for something. Can I get it back later?
No.
Mother, your husband's leg is more important. If we have to, I'll pawn it first. And we can redeem it when we have money later.
No. That was a gift your parents specifically asked you to take before they passed away. No matter how hard things get, we can't sell what they left you. Absolutely not.
No matter how poor our Song family is, we won't spend your dowry. I still have 700 wen. Tomorrow, take this to Mailing for the bone-setting paste, then bring it back for Songzhen to take. We'll figure out the rest later.
All right.
Okay then.
Over the years, we've gotten through difficult times. If Songzhen hadn't broken his leg this time, he wouldn't have brought this up. It was when his mother was ill, before she passed away. She called him back and secretly gave it to him, saying it was passed down to daughters, not sons, and told him to pass it on to the girls in the family. Any of them would do.
Let's go find a pheasant's nest. If they don't come out, we'll go and drive them. We'll drive the pheasants towards our net.
Got it, sis.
Song Ziyan followed Song Wushuang into the woods to look for a pheasant's nest. And just then, 2 teenagers also came up the mountain, carrying axes and ropes. They were here to chop firewood for their family, and were also from the village. They were called Huo Wen and Huo Wu, brothers, 2 years apart. But just as they entered the woods, they saw the Song siblings using branches to herd pheasants. Seeing a flock of pheasants desperately running ahead, the brothers' eyes widened in surprise.
Hey, 2 ran off towards second sister.
Song Wushuang had already run over to collect the net. She turned back and shouted to the Huo brothers.
Those 2 are yours.
When Huo Wen and Huo Wu heard this, they took off after the pheasants.
Zia, come help.
Song Ziyan ran over to help.
Second sister, don't we want those 2 anymore?
If we go after those 2, this whole group will likely break through the net and escape.
Song Ziyan heard this, and quickly, obediently got to work, not worrying about those 2.
Be careful. The pheasants might peck your eyes.
After tying up all the pheasants' legs, the siblings counted them. 11.
Second sister, you're amazing.
These are all life skills. Learn from me.
I'll remember.
Up ahead, the Huo brothers had also caught those 2 pheasants.
Shuang, are you okay?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
You're welcome.
Sister Shuang, did you really give these 2 to us?
Yes. You 2 earned your spot fair and square. So what you caught is yours to keep. My brother and I are leaving now. Oh, right. Back in the village. Don't mention that we caught so many pheasants. These are for my father's recovery.
Song Wushuang smiled at the 2 brothers again, and after giving them a final word, she strode down the mountain.
Dad, Mom, we caught so many pheasants.
Songzhen, who was sleeping on the can, was startled. He quickly turned his head.
So many.
Mom, let's keep these 2 for ourselves. We can make chicken soup and stewed chicken to help Dad recover his strength. As for the remaining 9, the 3 of us will sell them in town tomorrow. Come here, Zia. I have a task for you later. Tonight, tie ropes to these 3 baskets, so we can carry them easily tomorrow.
Okay.
Hey, what kind of chicken is this? So large.
This is a free-range, wild and nutritious chicken with very high nutritional value. It is especially beneficial for women who are weak after childbirth and ladies who are thin and frail, providing excellent nutritional supplements.
Is there really such a kind of chicken?
Upon hearing this, and knowing his own household had no new mothers, he shook his head and walked away. However, many people passing by, after hearing what Song Wushuang just said, were drawn closer by 2 women.
Young lady, is your chicken truly better than ordinary chickens?
2 ants. It depends on the condition of the patient. Or who it is for. If it is for everyday home consumption, to make soup for your family, you can just buy an ordinary chicken. But My chicken has higher nutritional value. It is suitable for women after childbirth to replenish blood and vitality, and recover quickly. If you were to add some Codonopsis from the pharmacy and simmer it with the chicken for soup, it would absolutely yield the effect of a complete tonic soup.
Yes. Our young lady just gave birth to a young master, so we came out to buy a chicken. So, how much is one of your chickens?
150 wen each.
Young lady, this is too expensive. 150 wen. Well, chickens at the market are only 60 wen each.
Auntie, as you yourself said, that is the market chicken. The nutritional value of a domesticated chicken is different from my free-range one. If the nutritional value of a domestic chicken were 5 fingers, then the value of my free-range chicken would be this much. The remaining 2 fingers are reserved for your Codonopsis.
The 2 women exchanged a look and shook their heads in unison.
We don't believe you. Let's go inside and ask Dr. Sun. It just so happens we're here to buy ginseng slices for the young lady.
You're welcome. Let's go ask. If the doctor says I'm wrong, then you can just buy cheaper chickens at the market.
When the 2 women heard this, they turned and went into the pharmacy.
Oh dear.
Wu Shuang, those 2 almost bought them.
Don't worry, Mother. Just listen to me. They won't get away.
Miss, is this a wild chicken?
Oh, sir, you can tell you're a discerning customer, experienced and wise. That is right. This was caught in the forest where we produce plenty of redwood. If my father hadn't been injured, and my family wasn't short of money for medicine, I wouldn't be willing to sell it.
Song Wushuang observed the old man, noting his kind demeanor coupled with an air of authority. She analyzed him as a kind-hearted person, and also someone of high standing. Therefore, she immediately began to evoke sympathy. Of course, what she expressed was also the truth. The first lesson in Song's marketing strategy: observe meticulously, judge carefully, and strike decisively.
Come, get me too. I have a taste for these.
Hey, all right. Sir, do you want the larger ones, medium, or small ones? These 3 here are the largest. The one in the middle is medium, and these are the smallest.
What are the prices?
The old man glanced at her, thinking this young lady was quite sharp, and knew how to differentiate by size and price.
I haven't sold them before, but when I left home, my father and I discussed the prices. The small ones are 1.5 million. The medium ones are 1.8 million. The big one is 2 million. Since you've bought them before, what price did you pay then? If our price seems too outrageous, I'll adjust it.
It seems your father is quite discerning. That is exactly the price I paid then. All right then. Seeing how sharp your daughter is, why don't you deliver them to my estate? All 9 of these. Yes, I'll take them all. And in the future, if you catch more, you can keep delivering them to my estate.
Really? Thank you so much, sir.
This is a true god of wealth. Song Wushuang's title immediately changed from Dai to Lao Bo. The knight was a bit worried, suspecting the old man might be a con artist, and quietly tugged on Song Wushuang's sleeve. Song Wushuang turned back and smiled at the knight.
Mother, let's go. This old gentleman is clearly an expert in the culinary world. From now on, if Cien and I catch a pheasant, we'll know where to bring it. You and Father won't have to worry about us being tricked by bad people anymore.
The knight nodded silently. The old man glanced at Song Wushuang, then at the knight, and nodded, saying,
Rest assured, I am the owner of the Mandarin Duck Restaurant. I've loved good food my whole life, and I particularly enjoy game. No problem, let's go.
Hearing Mandarin Duck Restaurant, Shu Shiyi immediately understood.
So the old gentleman is Master Hong.
You know me?
Hey! Wait up. Young lady, I still want to buy your chicken. Why are you leaving?
I'm sorry, you didn't buy them just now. This elderly gentleman has bought them all.
Young lady, this isn't right. But we saw them first.
But you refused to buy them because they were too expensive.
He bought them from you. Did you give him a discount? How about this? We'll add 10 wen to the price. Sell us the 2 chickens for 160 wen.
Old Master Hong watched from the side with interest. He was keen to see how Song Wushuang would handle the situation.
I'm sorry, ladies, but we're all out for today. If you still want them, we hope to catch more tomorrow. Come to town, and we'll sell them then. Even if you offered me 1 tael of silver for one of these chickens, I still couldn't sell it to you. The owner of these chickens is no longer me. It is this gentleman. His.
1 tael it is then. If it weren't for the doctor at the pharmacy saying that the free-range chickens are indeed nutritious and suitable for the purpose, I would never have been willing to buy such expensive chickens for my young lady.
Saying this, one of the women took out 2 taels of silver and handed it to Song Wushuang.
The elder gentleman is the buyer. You can give it to him.
Old Master Hong gave Song Wushuang an approving glance and motioned for his guard to take the money.
Choose the 2 largest chickens for them. Since it is to help the recently delivered madam recover her health, the bigger the chicken, the more nutritious it is, and boiling it will also yield better nutritional value.
The guard looked and took the silver. He picked out 2 of the largest chickens and handed them to the 2 women. The 2 women took them and placed them in the baskets they carried on their arms. She let out a huff and left with her purchase, quite disgruntled.
Bring me 7 taels of silver.
Huh? Song Wushuang was momentarily puzzled, but she remained silent. Soon, the steward brought a 5 tael silver note and 2 pieces of loose silver. Mr. Hong took them, then took the 2 taels from the guard's hand as well, and handed it all to Song Wushuang.
That is Mr. Hong's generosity. It is all yours now, right?
Take it. This is what you earned yourself. Since they bought them at 1 tael each, and I, Mr. Hong, am not short of money, I wouldn't want to appear less generous than them. Just take it. Should you have such game in the future, remember to bring it to me. Wild rabbits are welcome too.
Song Wushuang knew the old gentleman was helping her, and that he was kind-hearted. She quickly bowed and expressed her gratitude. The knight and Song Ziyan also met him.
Little girl, you have a keen business sense. You are decisive and capable, able to seize opportunities when they arise. You also know how to gauge the situation, and you stand firm on what you have. And you are also very trustworthy.
Uncle Hong, you flatter me. I am just a young girl in my teens, and there is still much for me to learn. It is just because I don't know the proper etiquette that I dare to speak so boldly.
All right. I know you are sensible. Go on with your business. If you need anything in the future, you can find me at the Yuanyang restaurant.
The 3 of them, along with their mother, quickly bowed to Mr. Hong again, and left the Hong residence.
What is the price for 5 million taels?
Can we see how much is in 1 tael?
Just tell me how much money you have to buy it.
Excuse me, are you the owner of Sanji Pharmacy?
Pay if you're buying medicine. If not, get lost. I've never seen such destitute people, too poor to even eat, and they have the nerve to come buy medicine.
Xiao Niu, what is happening?
Oh, shopkeeper, these 3 villagers can't afford to buy medicine. They even wanted to see how much a tael of hugu powder was, only to be met with the waiter's words.
Making their eyes red with anger, Song Ziyan glared at the waiter, wishing he could rush up and beat him.
Shopkeeper, before you came, I thought you were the boss. You were acting as arrogant as an ancestor of the boss's family. You told us to pay if we had money, and get lost if we didn't. But as soon as the shopkeeper arrived, you instantly became like a grandson. Your seniority has quite a large span, front and back. Let's go, Mom. Let's see if there are other pharmacies.
Tonight, you'll explain your actions today to the owner yourself.
Mom is 50. Let's have something to eat first. Treating people buying medicine like that pharmacy did, they'll go bankrupt sooner or later. Boss, how much is a bowl of noodles?
Vegetarian topping is 5 wen a bowl. Meat topping is 7 wen a bowl. Eat 3 bowls and get a side dish.
Okay, 3 bowls with meat topping.
Sheng-er, we can have the vegetarian ones too.
It is all right. Mom will have the meat topping. We still have a journey ahead. Let's eat some meat when we get back. To keep our energy up, don't worry. I'll keep working hard to earn money. It is not just for us to eat. When I go home, I'll buy some meat and bones too. So my family can have some too. Especially my father. He is at the age where his bones are growing. He really needs the nourishment. Sai.
The noodles were served quickly, and the boss genuinely gave them a plate of pickled radish. It is quite tasty.
Sister, the young masters in this town, are they all this good looking?
Not really. There should be very few as outstanding as him. With such looks, he is truly 1 in 10,000.
After saying that, he looked up and saw that young man walking towards the door.
Oh no, I hope he didn't overhear us.
Boss, a bowl of noodles with meat topping, please.
Sister, the young master's voice is so pleasant to hear.
Be composed. You are a man. Have some noodle soup quickly.
This girl is still so mischievous.
Second sister, can staring at a man fill your stomach?
Song Wushuang stomped her foot hard.
Eat properly and try not to cause trouble.
The siblings silently lowered their heads to eat, while on the other side, the young man in white, eating with his head down, subtly curved the corner of his mouth. Although he was a bit far from them, his internal energy was profound, allowing him to clearly hear everything being said over there.
The shopkeeper said, "Can I inquire about something?"
Go on.
How many pharmacies are there in this town? Besides Sunji, the one at the front, which other ones have a good reputation?
Besides Sons, there are 3 more. Fengji, Yangji, Yangji, and Chunshengtang. If you're looking for good reputations, then you should go to Fengji or Changshangtang. The shopkeepers at both of those places are very kind and considerate. They never turn away the poor.
Then how do I get to Fengji or Chunshengtang?
Are you going to Fengji? I happen to live right behind that shop. You can follow me later.
We're going to Changshengtang.
The young man in white paused, then glanced at them. After he understood their intention, he smiled helplessly, said nothing further, put down his food and left.
Sister, I thought you'd be tempted by his good looks and follow him.
Do you think I'm stupid? He is a stranger. How could I possibly trust him? Follow him. Let's go. Let's go to Changshengtang first.
Qizhi looked at Song Wushuang. This daughter is indeed smart and much more sensible. However, their luck doesn't seem to be very good. After finally finding Changshengtang, they were told they were out of foxbone powder. Emerging from Changshengtang, the 3 of them looked a bit crestfallen.
Why don't we try the other 2 places?
What medicine do Madam Feng and the young lady need?
Shopkeeper, do you have Hubone powder?
Yes, we have Hubone powder. 500 wen per liang. How many liang do you need?
How many doses is 1 liang? How many doses a day?
1 liang is about 10 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons a day, to be taken with hot water in the morning and evening.
Shopkeeper, how long will it take to see results? Or how long does my father need to take it?
It will take at least a month. As the saying goes, 100 days for bone and muscle recovery. That is over 3 months of recovery. At least 1 month, 2 months if possible.
All right. Give me 6 liang for 1 month's supply.
Shishi's lips moved, but in the end, she said nothing. Never mind. Let Shuangger decide. She earned the money too. She also hoped Song Zhen would recover as soon as possible.
Okay. Asohe, go weigh this for the customer. Put it in a jar, so it doesn't get damp easily.
Young lady, over here. Miss, you can tell your father to drink plenty of water, as this medicine can cause internal heat if taken in excess. It can easily make people feel feverish.
Yes, thank you, young man.
When called, the young man's hand trembled slightly. He quietly lifted his eyelids, glanced towards the consulting area, and continued preparing the medicine.
Miss, remember to tell the patient to drink plenty of fluids, and to move around more. Just don't put too much force on the injured leg when stepping.
Got it. Thank you, shopkeeper.
Young master is the person you've been waiting for, this young lady. Young master, the person you've been waiting for is this girl. Since you know each other, why not offer him a discount? Why must the tiger bone powder be sold at the same price as the Sun families? We could sell it to him for 300 wen.
You don't understand. She is someone who is careful and cautious, and quite stubborn. What if she notices that we're selling it for less than Sunji? She'll think we're selling fake medicine, or that something's wrong, and won't buy it. She'll just leave.
Shopkeeper Hao became even more curious. Since the young master knows this girl so well, why doesn't he go up and say, "Hello, I saw the young master return in a hurry earlier, changed into black clothes upstairs, and disguised his face again before coming down. He also instructed them that if a girl came to buy tiger bone powder shortly, they should give her the best quality one and sell it for 500 won. But they usually sell it for 800 won per tail.
Shopkeeper He, 3 days later, spread the word that I will be at the town's medical clinic for 3 days at the end of July.
His name is Fang Zhe, the young master of the divine doctor's sect. There are many legends about him in the martial world. Brilliant and exceptional, an unparalleled young master. Watching Song Wushuang and Song Ziyan walking on the road below, playfully bickering.
So this girl has such a childish side too. It seems coming here in advance was the right decision, as I can see a different side of her.
Little stronger. Wait. A little longer.
It is not time yet. I mustn't disrupt your timeline, right? I'm afraid I'll miss you again this time.
双儿, what do you want to buy?
There is a fish seller near Mother. Go buy 2. We'll make fish soup for Father when we get back. It'll be nourishing for him too. I'll go buy some meat and bones nearby.
Song Wushuang planned to send the night away so she could go buy some meat and bones herself. She didn't want him to see how much she bought and would get more from her space later.
Sis, we don't need to buy fish. When we get back today, I'll go catch some from the river. It won't cost anything.
That is too dangerous. You're the lifeblood of this family. If anything happens to you, how could we go on? Mother, don't listen to him. Go buy the fish. Ziyan, go with him and protect him.
After Song Wushuang spoke, she watched Song Ziyan follow the knight, then went to the nearby meat stall to buy meat.
Dad, I bought the hot pot noodles, a month's supply. Make sure you eat them on time. And with some nourishing food, I'm sure your legs will get better. This is some wine for Grandpa. And you, Dad, for festivals and holidays, you can have a small glass.
Where did all this money come from? Those chickens couldn't possibly fetch this much.
Dad, we had good luck today. We met a wealthy gentleman. He loves gay meat. He bought it all. He paid 1 tael of silver for each chicken. Incredible. Right.
Wow. Song Wushuang, did you cheat him out of his silver? A chicken for 1 tael.
Oh, Grandma, I didn't cheat anyone. Please, sit down. Let me tell you what happened.
The 3 of them recounted their experiences and everything that had happened today, after carefully explaining it to the family. After the elders and Song Zhen heard of this, they looked at Song Wushuang incredulously.
Wushuang, how have you suddenly become so smart?
Dad, Grandpa, Grandma, I've always been smart, haven't I? Ever since I was scared by the wolf that time, I always felt like I could die at any moment. I couldn't get interested in anything. That day, I died, but I came back to life. I suddenly wasn't afraid of death anymore.
Of course, this is all nonsense. He is just finding an excuse for his personality change, having taken over and lived as the original owner, in the original owner's memories. It is true that he was once carried off by a wolf in his childhood, which greatly frightened the child. After that, he became afraid of all furry animals.
Silly child. Then why haven't you told us? We thought you had just grown up and changed your personality.
Oh, Mother, please don't cry. Don't you see? I'm all better now. After I came to my senses, I wasn't afraid anymore. Just a few days ago, Ziyan and I were catching pheasants and hares.
This child has truly become sensible.
Mom, you even bought white rice.
Mother, I thought since Father was injured, he should eat something good to help him recover quickly.
He took it upon himself to make the decision to buy these things. Otherwise, he worried his mother-in-law would find out that Shuang'er had bought so many things, and would nag Shuang'er and lecture him for days.
Shuang'er, you mean this? Intestine is for eating.
Qiu couldn't believe it. Seeing Song Wushuang washing intestines with salt, she thought the girl must be out of her mind.
Mom, just you wait and see. I'll clean them up thoroughly. I'll cook them for you. You'll know when you taste them.
She pursed her lips. Never mind. Let the girl have her way. It is just a bit of salt wasted. We can eat less for every meal from now on. We'll save on salt.
Yo, Madam Fourth Grandfather, what are you cooking? It smells so good. There is a distinct meaty aroma.
It is Mrs. Chan. The day before yesterday, Xian and his sister found a pheasant on the mountain that had crashed into a tree. We stewed it for her father to regain his strength. But you're here for a reason, aren't you?
I apologize for my previous rudeness. Auntie, this time, I've truly come to help you. There is a widow in town who runs an embroidery shop. You know her, right?
I do. What about her?
She has a son. You know him. Last time your Yuer went to deliver embroidery, young Master Hao took a liking to her. So, Mrs. Hao and my sister are well acquainted. She asked me to inquire. Your family is in need of money right now, aren't you? They said if Yuer agrees to marry our son, we'll offer 50 taels of silver as a betrothal gift. What a wonderful opportunity! As soon as I heard this great news, I rushed over to ask. The whole family, they are wealthy. Young Master Hao is also a scholar. For your Yuer to marry into their family, your family must be blessed indeed.
Qi's expression darkened upon hearing this. The Hao family is indeed well off, but that young Master Hao is nearly 30 and hasn't even passed the scholar exam. Many in the town and village know this. When that young Master Hao was 20, he was involved with a married woman. When her husband found out, he broke one of his legs. His own mother was almost targeted for revenge, and he was nearly taken by a group of ruffians.
I'm sorry, Sister Zhou. Our Yuer is currently considering a marriage proposal, and it is not proper for her to be discussing marriage with another family. This means Yuer lacks good fortune.
Auntie, you don't need to refuse me so quickly. You can also ask your mother. And ask Yuer. What if your wishes for a better life, like that woman's? Isn't that right?
Sister-in-law, you know what kind of person this Master Hao is. We are also aware of his reputation. Our Yuer would rather not marry at all, and we will never marry her off to someone like him for money. Leave now. Don't make me lose my temper and kick you out.
Oh, if he is interested in your daughter, that is your family's good fortune, especially considering how poor your family is right now. Where will you find money to treat Sang Zhen's illness? This is all for your own good. You really don't appreciate what is being offered, and don't recognize good intentions. If someone were interested in my Homei, I would have kept the match for my own daughter. Such a good match. Do you think it would be available for your family?
Song Wushuang strode in, a bloody cleaver in his hand.
Mother, killing a rabbit is just like killing a chicken. You chop its head off with one swift cut.
Speaking of which, he also made a gesture of chopping off a rabbit's head with a single blow, and they all flinched in fright.
Auntie, please think carefully. Oh, I'm leaving now.
Is the Chen family really trying to cut ties with us?
He is so invested. It must be because he stands to gain something.
Our daughter won't marry someone she can't reach.
But she won't be wronged either.
If they are rich in town and they marry a village girl, isn't it just to have someone easy to control back home? What is more, the young master of the Hao family has difficulty walking.
Won't you have to suffer even more if she marries him?
Here, don't worry. We will not agree to such a marriage. You can stay home and cook with peace of mind, taking good care of your father's injured leg. Once this batch of work is finished, don't do their work anymore, to avoid causing you trouble.
Mother, grandmother, I don't want to marry into a wealthy family. I've heard that wealthy families have multiple wives and concubines in their inner quarters. More people mean more trouble, and that kind of life is exhausting.
Good. We don't like father either.
Remember to drink 2 bowls of this bone broth every day. I stewed a lot at once. I even saved a bowl for you tonight. It is hot, so it needs to be finished today. 1 bowl per person.
Shuang'er, how did you make this bone broth so fragrant? You even added yellow radish and red dates.
Before stewing the soup, the bones need to be blanched first to remove the blood. Then, change to cold water in the pot. Add ginger slices and red dates. Put in the blanched bones and simmer on low heat. I've been simmering this all morning. The radish was added halfway through the simmering process, and the salt is only added when it is almost ready. Right! Before covering the pot, I added about half a spoonful of vinegar.
But he used white vinegar bought from the space. He was worried that the black vinegar would affect the color of the bones. A bottle of white vinegar costs 2 points, which isn't expensive.
Why add vinegar?
Vinegar helps to extract the nutrients from the bones more fully into the soup.
双儿, how did you learn this trick?
The butcher told me. Perhaps he was afraid I wouldn't buy the bones, so he taught me how to make the bone broth taste better.
Oh my, this butcher is truly a kind person.
Second, sister, I've decided. From now on, I'll be your loyal little follower. Following you means there is meat to eat.
The whole family was amused by him.
Here, everyone gnaw on a piece of these bones. Eat all the little bits of meat left on them.
Eat up. It's rare for our 双儿 to be so capable. We mustn't waste all this delicious food. Other families can't even get this.
Grandma, it is because our family has a capable second sister. Sister, 月月, 双儿, are you two going to the market?
Yeah. Get in the cart with your sister.
Thank you, Uncle.
3 women and a young girl got into the cart. The young girl was about the same age as Song Wushuang. Her name was Zhang Yingmei. This young girl had played with the Song sisters before, but they fell out later. It was because this girl liked Huo Wen, but Huo Wen's parents favored the elder Song daughter, Song Yue, intending to arrange a marriage for their Huo Wen with Miss Yue. But what the villagers didn't know was that Huo Wen's heart belonged to the younger Song daughter, Song Wushuang.
Old Huo, is your Owen engaged yet?
Auntie, I'm sitting right here. Are you really going to discuss me in front of me?
Mei, this boy isn't ready to talk about his heart right now.
Sai, how can these things be decided by themselves? It is enough for parents to decide. Lei, having experienced nothing, how can they know which girl is good or not?
Exactly. Old Huo, why don't I introduce you to someone? And look, there are 3 girls in this cart.
And your Owen is here too.
It is a perfect opportunity to choose one.
Zhang Yingmei's face flushed as her mother spoke, and she stole a glance at Huo Wen, then lowered her head. Huo Wen frowned upon hearing what Zhang's mother said.
Her words were too disrespectful to the Song sisters. Who is she to us to be meddling in the family's marriage affairs?
Listen, Auntie. What are you saying about us sisters? Did you give birth to us or raise us? Are our marriages for you to decide?
No, Auntie was just joking.
Your daughter is yours. What marriage proposal do you want to discuss for her? That is your business. Why involve us too?
My mother was just joking. Why are you scolding me? What did I do to you, Song Wushuang? Are you trying to force me like this? You'll only be happy if you drive me to death. Mother, I'll have no face to show in the village from now on.
Song Wushuang, you frightened my daughter. Apologize to her.
Which of my words scared her? Is your daughter made of paper? Or is she molded from tea leaves? If she is so fragile, why bring her out? Shouldn't you keep her at home, like an idol?
I can't go on living.
If you don't want to live, it is quite simple. Untie your belt. See that? There is a crooked neck tree right ahead. Go hang yourself from it. That is how you can show you're a real man.
With a single sentence from Song Wushuang, Zhang Yingmei was so startled that she shivered all over and quickly shut her mouth, daring not to cry anymore. They suddenly felt that Song Wushuang was a bit uncanny, even cruel. Their hearts suddenly felt uneasy. Scared.
Shopkeeper Jing, I'm here to deliver the embroidery.
Song Yue, you've been working for us for over 2 years, haven't you?
Yes. I'm very grateful for your care over these past 2 years.
Did your family really reject our young master's proposal?
Yes. Yor is just a village girl. How could she possibly be worthy of the young master? The wealth the madam earned, all 10,000 strings of cash, is not something an illiterate village girl like Yuer is worthy of.
When that woman from your village went, what did your family say?
They said that marrying young Master Hao was like our family burning high incense, as if our ancestral graves were smoking with good fortune. They also said my father was injured, and that our family was too poor to afford a doctor for him. To save my father's leg, my mother had better agree to the marriage proposal from the Hao family. After all, Madam Hao said that as long as my sister agreed to the marriage, my parents would receive a bride price of 50 taels of silver. My parents were so furious at the time. They said that even if our family starved to death and my father's leg went untreated, they would never sell their daughter.
So, that woman really said that?
Shopkeeper, if someone else came to your house to propose like that, would you sell your daughter?
Of course not.
I definitely kick them out.
So that is what I did. It is not like my sister can't get married. That my parents would have to sell her off. Our family has been poor our whole lives anyway. A few more days won't make a difference. Don't you agree?
Oh dear, this woman. She came to Madam yesterday and said, "Your family doesn't know what is good for you. You don't think our young master is good enough for this marriage, do you?"
As expected, that woman is here to ruin my sister's reputation. Fortunately, Song Wushuang is sharp observing the situation. He is naturally going to twist things around and bite back at Madame Zhou. That woman wants to ruin my sister's reputation. Not a chance.
Shall we go out and meet them? This San Yuer is a very good girl. If you like her, Mother will find a way to marry her for you.
Mother, she's already refused us, so please don't pressure her anymore.
It is not pressure. I quite like Yuer. Come on. Let's go meet them.
This is very good. The embroidery from Miss Yuer is flawless. Did your mother teach you?
Oh, no. It was my grandmother. Before my grandmother got married, her family also ran an embroidery shop. She started learning from a young age, and I was also required to learn from her since I was little.
Young master, are you upstairs?
When you were busy earlier, I went up with my mother.
Song Yuer was momentarily taken aback, seeing the other person appraise her. She glanced back at him a few times as well, then turned back to look at shopkeeper Jing.
A rather fine young gentleman. Aside from a slight jade-like hue between his brows, this young master's looks are quite pleasing. He is quite a fine young gentleman. Apart from a touch of refinement between his brows, this young master is quite good-looking. And as for his looks, he could certainly be a match for my sister. But it is a pity that he seems like a lecher. And a cripple at that.
Hou Yuan glanced at the two sisters indifferently, then turned away with a gloomy expression and went behind the counter. The sisters took another discreet look. He does indeed have a slight limp when he walks, but it is much better than they had imagined.
Yuer, the young man you just saw is my son, Hou Yuan. Don't be afraid. I'm not here to buy or sell people. My daughter-in-law isn't so unfortunate as to be bought like that. My original intention when I spoke about your family's marriage was simply to find a kind girl to be my son's wife. It is just that I didn't expect it to be messed up by that foolish woman. I had actually entrusted him last month. Your family hadn't encountered any trouble then, and your father was perfectly fine. The last time you and your father came to deliver the embroidery work, Yuaner saw you helping someone on the street, and knowing you were an embroiderer for our household, she remarked that you were a kind girl. It was the first time my Yuaner had praised a girl, so naturally, I wanted to try and win her over. It wasn't because I knew your family was short of money that I used this reason to try and buy you. As for these matters, I want to clarify this misunderstanding for you. And what your sister said just now, I heard it too. The young girl is very clever, and I admire that. Do you two have any plans for lunch? If not, I'd like to treat you both to a meal. To apologize, you two should go back now. Please also convey my intentions to your parents. If they give their consent, I will personally visit with Yuaner to offer our apologies.
When Song Yuan heard that Mrs. Hao wanted to invite them to a meal, she worried something untoward might happen, and quickly tried to decline. Yeah, please, don't worry. I have no ulterior motives. I simply wish to spend some time with you both. I truly admire your sister's spirited nature. She reminds me so much of myself when I was young. You must be Shuang-er. You are a sister.
She could tell.
Seeing the two sisters together,
Even though Yue is the elder,
she could tell that Shuang-er was the one who made the important decisions.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Song Shuang-er, your sister.
So, Shuang-er, would you and your sister have time to dine with me at noon?
We can, but my sister and I cannot accept a free meal from you. My sister embroiders for your household, and you pay her wages. This is a fair transaction, with no personal feelings involved. Therefore, if you truly wish to sit with my sister and me, and share a meal, we propose to pay half of the meal's cost. This way, we owe each other nothing, which is the proper way to conduct fair dealings.
All right, let's do as you suggest. Lao Jin, go to the Huifeng building across the street and book a private room. We'll have lunch there.
Yes, madam.
Madam, it is like this. If we go to a restaurant for a meal, it would cost at least 7 or 8 taels of silver, wouldn't it? But we don't have that much on us right now. What if we do this? I'll draw you 3 designs. If you take a look and find them appealing, you could have the embroiderers in your workshop create them as finished products to sell. I guarantee that the value you receive in the end will be far greater than the cost of a meal.
All right, then.
Do you have paper and a brush?
At this moment, Hao Yuan emerged from the storeroom and entered the counter area, retrieving paper and a brush from the cabinet behind.
he had been eavesdropping,
and now he wanted to come out and see what this young lady would draw. Seeing her son emerge, a knowing smile spread across Mrs. Hao's face.
Silly boy,
still playing hard to get. Look, he is clearly taken a liking to the girl. She noticed it all. The first person Hao Yuan looked at upon entering was Song Yue, also known as Song Wushuang.
She drew with remarkable speed.
Swish, swish, swish.
These 3 are called pet pillows. The larger ones are pillows, and the smaller ones can be decorative pieces. You can decide how to use them. If you target children aged 3 to 10, a size that they can hug and play with would be perfect. This way, they'll have fun cuddling them. If your target audience is young unmarried ladies aged 10 to 16, then there is no strict size limit. A bit larger so they can cuddle with it at night for a sense of security. Of course, they can also be fist-sized or watermelon-sized. Whatever size you prefer, really, whichever size sells best. We'll offer that one as a gift.
Pet pillows. I've never heard of such a thing before.
Naturally, I'm presenting this to you first. If your business prospers, and these can be sold in the capital, there is no shortage of wealthy people there. The price will likely be higher, and the profits even greater. However, madam, please keep in mind, these 3 pet pillows have 3 key selling points. Firstly, their novelty. You must absolutely not wholesale them to anyone else, nor let other embroidery workshops copy the designs. The second selling point is the adorableness of these 3 pet pillows. To make these, we'll use the lightest, thinnest cotton for stuffing. Of course, silk wadding would be even better. The finished pet pillows should feel soft to the touch, cushy, and incredibly cute and appealing. The third selling point is the bright colors of these pet pillows, designed to catch the eye. I'm drawing these in black and white now because I don't have colored paints readily available. Otherwise, colored versions would be even better. As for the specific colors, if madam decides to approve the designs, I will mark them for you.
Very well. I am quite fond of these 3. Are you certain you're giving all 3 to me?
Yes, madam. I always keep my word. All 3 designs are for you.
Seeing that Madame Hao favored her designs,
Song Wushuang began to mark the colors on the drawings. Hao Yuan continued to observe Song Wushuang marking the colors from behind the counter. He would ask her about his doubts from time to time.
Song Wushuang answered every question.
Hao Yuan understood. When he looked up at his mother, he noticed that Song Yue and his mother were talking about something, and both of them were laughing so happily.
His gaze couldn't help but linger on Song Yue for a few moments,
and when he sensed his mother and Yue were about to look his way, he quickly lowered his head.
Madam, everything is marked. Let me brief you first.
You don't need to tell me, Shuang-er. I plan to have these 3 designs managed by Yuan-er in the future, but he hasn't had much business experience by my side over the years. This is a perfect opportunity for me to teach him how to do business.
That would be wonderful. Actually, young Master Hao is quite clever if you explain things clearly to him. He can grasp it quickly and come up with his own ideas.
双儿, would this arrangement work? As for these designs, I believe they came from you. You have the most creative ideas. I know your aunt hired you to work with Yuaner on this pet pillow project. That is the kind of influence you'll have. How about I give you 30%?
Oh my! Madam Hoju, this feels a bit improper. These 3 designs I've given you are merely to repay you for today's meal.
There is nothing improper about it. This is a gesture of sincerity. If you're unsure whether this arrangement is suitable, you can go back and discuss it with your sister or your family. Alternatively, I can personally visit your parents tomorrow to discuss this matter. I believe our collaboration can lead to a successful venture. Rest assured, I won't abandon this. After all, my son is a man, and he needs to handle external affairs. Let him take the lead there. But when it comes to producing these items, let's work together on it.
Perhaps I should discuss this with my sister.
Mrs. Hao smiled and nodded.
Sister, what are your thoughts?
I'm not sure either. I've never made important decisions like this before.
Do you think Mrs. Hao and young Master Hao are as terrible as the rumors suggest?
I think Mrs. Hao is very kind, and young Master Hao seems like a good person too, except for his somewhat foreign way of walking. He doesn't seem like the bad person everyone says he is.
Yes, I feel the same way, coupled with our family's current situation. Sister, I want to accept Mrs. Hao's offer. This way, I'll have something to do. Perhaps if I try hard, our family's life might improve.
双儿, do you have confidence? Can you do it well?
Yes. Don't worry, sister. Actually, there is a secret I've been wanting to tell you. After that time, I tried to hang myself, though it seemed like a short while to you. It was as if I had a dream. In the dream, I saw many things, went to many places, and experienced many things I'd never encountered before. This design I drew today is something I saw in my dreams. I never expected to be able to draw it so clearly today. Sister, I believe it must be heaven, seeing our family's plight, that allowed my soul to venture out and experience these things, so that I can lead our family to a better life.
Song Wushuang decided that she first needed to bring her sister, Song Yuer, into her camp. As long as her sister believed she was one of them, any more unusual ideas she presented in the future would have a ready explanation. Song Yuer's eyes widened in surprise as she looked at her sister. A terrifying thought suddenly crossed her mind. She wondered if her sister had actually died and was now possessed by another soul.
双儿, sister, the first time I personally made shoes or socks for you.
It is a pair of socks, though they were made a bit crudely. I wore those new socks for 3 whole years. Later, my feet grew too big, and they no longer fit. They even wore through. Only then did mother take them to be repurposed into cloth lining for our shoes. Sister, why are you asking about this?
Song Yuer felt reassured hearing her sister speak, as everything she said was accurate.
Nothing. I was just thinking about that day, and I was still scared. But thankfully, fate was on our side. Now that you've had such a fortunate encounter, let's seize the opportunity. As for Mrs. Hao, the embroiderers in the sewing room all say she is a very kind person.
Then I'll go in and accept. Head home. Parents, sister, you must protect me.
Got it. I won't let them scold you. You are the great hero of our family. Don't forget, the current finances of our family are all thanks to what you've earned. I was quite curious, wondering how you suddenly came to understand so much. So that is how it happened.
Ordered to raise his head at this moment, he looked suspiciously at the retreating figures of the sisters. What did they agree to? And what is this about both ears hanging? He is someone with profound inner strength. He could hear the sisters' hushed conversation not far away. He heard it all. In his past life, he had never heard of such things.
No way. Now that things have changed, I might as well take the initiative to integrate into Shuang'er's life early on. Perhaps the outcome will be different.
With this thought, he turned and left. However, he wasn't truly leaving, but instead went into hiding. He entered the space and changed into black clothing. After coming out, I went behind the embroidery workshop, concealing myself in the shadows. Song Wushuang and Song Yue returned to the shop, and seeing the expectant gazes of the three people inside looking towards them, she smiled.
All right, I agree, madam. Since you've generously offered me a 3/10 share, I will dedicate myself to this endeavor. You needn't worry about any losses. This venture is guaranteed to be profitable.
Good. That puts my mind at ease. Yuan, please take the seat next to Yue. When the servants come to serve the food later, you can also easily open the door for them.
Hou Yuan glanced at Song Yueyue. It seemed there was no hint of dislike or aversion in his eyes. He sat down gently next to Song Yue, and even helped the three of them pour tea. He was quite gentlemanly. Song Wushuang glanced at the two people sitting side by side. He had to admit, they did look quite well matched, but he couldn't say anything. Nor could he influence his sister's decision.
Young, have you heard the rumors circulating in town these past few days?
About what?
It is about the young master of the Divine Doctor sect coming to our town to practice medicine for 3 days. Mother wants you to register so the young master of the Divine Doctor sect can see if your leg can be cured.
When Hou Yuan heard this, he silently lowered his gaze. The hand holding the tea cup gradually tightened. Haven't I seen doctors before? I don't even know how many itinerant doctors I've seen, but none of them could cure my ailment. Seeing that he didn't speak and didn't throw a tantrum, Mrs. Hao let out a sigh of relief.
I also think this is a rare opportunity. Brother Hao, you should go and try. If it can be cured, that is wonderful. If not, you won't lose anything compared to now. At least when you think back, you won't have any regrets in your heart. Indeed. Although we don't think Brother Hao is lacking in any way compared to others now. If it can be cured, it would lift a great burden from your mother's heart.
Hearing Song Yue call Hao Yuan Brother Hao, Mrs. Hao smiled with joy. Hou Yuan heard it too, and his heart felt a little warmer.
You have rejected my disdain. Is it because my legs are disabled?
Oh dear! This impudent boy. How can he speak so bluntly? Isn't that going to frighten the young lady?
No. Our family never makes decisions about our children's marriages based on such things. They look at the person, their character and integrity. I don't know what your reputation is like in town, but the rumors in the village say you're a lecher, and also very unfilial, a disabled and foolish person who has studied for over 10 years, but still hasn't become a scholar.
I'm lustful, I'm unfilial, and I'm foolish. Disabled. I admit to that. Are the other things referring to me? Mother, people in town say the same.
It is not that bad.
Actually, when they say you're lustful, it is mainly because you had an affair with a married woman back then and were discovered by her husband, which infuriated your father to death and caused you to be crippled by him.
Nonsense. This must be some scoundrel spreading lies, just to ruin my reputation. My father had a concubine before marrying my mother. But my father favored my mother. He sent the concubine away before their marriage. Later, that concubine married a butcher. After they married, they also had 2 children. Their son was older than me, and their daughter was younger. I was born 2 years after my parents married. When I was a child, our home was still peaceful. But after I became a teenager, my family's business prospered. While that family's life grew worse and worse, that woman with her son came to our door, claiming her son was my father's, and demanding support from him. My father was enraged at the time. My father stated he hadn't been intimate with her since meeting my mother, at least for half a year before sending her away. How could she possibly have a child? But that woman, she acted shamelessly, insisting the child was my father's, and demanding money from him if my father refused. She threatened to tell my mother and spread the story in town, damaging my father's reputation. My father, worried that knowing this would upset my mother greatly, yielded to their demands. He gave them 100 taels. But unexpectedly, they returned after their money ran out. Bringing her husband, the butcher, they threatened to kill my father if he didn't pay. During the scuffle, my father was stabbed in the abdomen. His intestines were spilled. The number 7 money was gone. At that moment, I was so furious I wished I could kill their entire family. Later, I sought out that man for revenge. I stabbed him, but I didn't kill him. There were many people in his family, so I was left with a crippled leg. Later, the authorities arrived and took us to prison. Fortunately, Zhen Cheng investigated the case clearly and confirmed that the child was not my father's son. He had no blood relation to us. And the butcher, did he also die of illness in prison? Sincerely, his life was taken in exchange for my father's life. I was declared innocent and released. It is just that this crippled leg, I had to heal myself. After that, I confined myself to the courtyard and didn't go out for 3 years. My mother, in her grief, also had to manage the family's business, both tending to my illness and caring for me. They called me unfilial, and I admit it. For years, I was trapped in the shadow of this event. Later, my mother found a great hero from the martial world to be my master. My master was someone who had also been through a lot. He taught me martial arts and shared many of his own stories. Slowly, I managed to overcome it. Only after emerging did I learn that woman and her children had been distorting the truth outside and ruining my reputation, coupled with me isolating myself in the manor for over 3 years. What happened was, everyone came to believe the rumors as the truth, and we didn't know who to turn to for an explanation. It is just that the rumors back then weren't this severe. They only said I was ill-behaved towards their children, but I never expected it would escalate to this extent later on. It seems that over the years, I should have eliminated them completely. I only cared that my mother believed in me, unaware of the sheer malice in their hearts.
I believe what Brother Hu said, and I believe this matter. Please don't worry, Aunt and Brother Hao. We will tell our family about this when we return. To vouch for Brother Hao, although the marriage did not materialize, we will maintain our connection in the future. We do not wish for our family to misunderstand Brother Hao's character.
Let it go. It is all in the past. My mother and I no longer dwell on it. Let's eat, and not let this matter spoil our mood.
On the rooftop of the 2nd floor, dressed in black, Feng Zhe sat quietly by the chimney, listening to everything Hao Yuan and the others were saying below. He could hear it all clearly. Who would have thought that the disabled young master, so disgracefully spoken of in town, had such a past?
The scenery here is truly beautiful.
That large patch of green is corn that people have planted. And that yellow patch over there is wheat. It is almost time to harvest the wheat.
Do you also help out with the work in the fields?
Yes, we do. My grandparents are getting on in years, so they usually don't do the work in the fields anymore. The 3 of us siblings often help our parents. This time, my father got injured, and he has been lying on the kang the whole time. Shuang'er and Ziyan are going to gather medicinal herbs to treat my father's leg, while the work in the fields is being done by me, my mother, and grandfather.
She was born with hands meant for embroidery. My mother says yours embroidery is intricate and evenly stitched, full of artistry, and she takes on embroidery work from home. Does she have to do it at night? Is it very demanding?
Yes, it is.
Do you need to arrange for a few people to help you with the work in the fields?
Xin Songyuan rushed towards him. He was startled and quickly spread his arms to shield him, preventing him from falling. Suddenly, a pleasant scent filled his nostrils as his nose bumped against Hou Yuan's chest.
Fortunately, he didn't get a nosebleed.
In fact, his chest also hurt a little from the impact. Songyuan saw her close by, her face full of concern. Her pretty face blushed, and she quickly retreated and sat up properly, awkwardly saying, "Sorry."
It is all right.
Mother, we just got back. We haven't started cooking yet. You should rest for a bit. I'll go make dinner.
The rest of the family gathered around Song Wushuang inside the house, asking about how the embroidery delivery went. Song Wushuang didn't hide anything from them, and told them about everything that happened today.
You mean
Young Master Hao himself escorted you back. He just came to our doorstep earlier.
Actually, apart from a slight limp when he walks, Brother Hao is quite fine in other aspects.
What was your sister's attitude?
Sister doesn't seem to dislike Brother Hao. But when it comes to marriage, I think you should still ask Sister. Besides, our family has already rejected the marriage proposal. Although Madam Hao said she would address what Mrs. Zhou did that day and come to apologize in person, we don't know when she will come, nor what their attitude will be afterward. So Shuang'er means we should wait and see. Moreover, the gap between our family and the Hao family is indeed too large. It is uncertain whether Sister will be happy after marrying into their family, but being gossiped about, which would lead many to look down on her, is certainly true.
Shuang'er has become sensible. What she said makes a lot of sense.
Madam Chi and Song Chen also nodded.
Sister, is it true what you just said about partnering with Madam Hao in business? Madam Hao is willing to cooperate with you. Could there be a conspiracy? Is she trying to trick our elder sister into becoming her daughter-in-law?
Song Ziyan is growing up. He is learning to think things through. Good. No loss here, sister. To nurture you, study hard. And look at these 3 drawings I worked so hard on.
Second, sister, were the designs you drew for me?
When I found Madam Hao to be a decent and kind person, I decided to build a good relationship with her. After all, she took the initiative to invite us to a meal first. I had to seize this opportunity. That is why I planned to offer her a business opportunity as a thank you. My original intention was to foster a good relationship with her. Firstly, to smooth over her displeasure regarding our family gathering. And secondly, I wanted to get acquainted with more people in town. This would help me find a place for you to study in the future and send you to school. I never expected Madam Hao to like those designs so much and decide to use them to train Master Hao in business. She even said that it was fine to share the profits and encouraged me to go all out. Given such an opportunity, shouldn't I give it my all? What if I can earn a lot of money? Then you can go to town to study.
Second sister, don't worry. I will definitely practice my calligraphy diligently and thoroughly memorize everything I've learned in the village. Also, I'll help with the work. I'll do it together with Mother. You and elder sister should focus on your business.
All right.
When Madam Chi heard that her son and daughter were so sensible, she also looked delighted.
Second sister, we're too slow.
How about we have a competition?
No competition. Besides, you've waited before. You're definitely faster than me.
The winner gets a reward.
Really? Then, let's compete. What is the reward?
Whoever loses has to give the other something they've never seen before. If I win, you have to find me something I've never seen before. Song Ziyan, you can think about it while you work.
You're a few years older than me. I've seen it. And you've definitely seen it too. I'm not going to lose. I'm going to try my best to win. I want my second sister to bring me something I've never seen before.
Thinking this way, Song Ziyan was suddenly full of motivation. Qi watched Song Ziyan and chuckled. This kid only runs fast when his second sister is nagging him from behind. It was almost noon, and the family had actually finished hoeing this entire patch of radish field.
He walked? What is wrong?
Let's go. It is nothing. Just a little sore arm.
Where is my second sister?
Thank you, Ziyan.
Don't mention it. Just don't forget my reward. Hey.
I'll bring it to your room this afternoon. Keep this a secret.
Got it.
The group returned to the village, but as soon as they turned onto the main village road, they ran into a few people rushing towards them. They rushed forward and blocked their path.
What are you doing?
What do you think you're doing?
You should go on. Hurry home. The Song family isn't sad.
What do you mean by that? You're Li Zheng's daughter, and you think you can just bully people?
Zhao Liubao, Yang, Erhai, the 2 of you, don't meddle. Go home now.
If you knew what the Song family had done, you wouldn't be speaking up for them like this.
Then, tell us, what exactly did the Song family do? Did they steal your chickens? Or your pigs?
Those 2 wretched girls from the Song family. They went to town yesterday. Ask them what they were up to.
Who Are you calling wretched? Who are you calling a bitch? If you dare to insult and attack our family again, I'll tear your mouth apart. Song Shuang, you dared to hit the young lady from the Lai family. You're dead.
Let me say what Miss Wan wouldn't dare to say. Yesterday, we also took the Huo family's ox cart to town. This Song Wushuang was incredibly arrogant on the ox cart. She even forced my daughter to hang herself. Hey, everyone, tell me, did she try to hang herself but didn't die? Is she possessed by a ghost? To the point where she tells any girl who looks better than her to die? Everyone, I suspect this Song Wushuang is already dead, and she must be possessed by a vixen. Do you know what my daughter saw yesterday? She saw the two Song sisters shamelessly leaning on an old man on the street, with his beard and hair all gray, acting cute and asking for money. Hey, what would you call this if not a vixen possessing her?
These Song sisters are too shameless. Everyone should drive their whole family out of the village. The girls in our village still need to be supervisors and get married. If people like this remain in the village's reputation will be ruined by them.
Just kick them out! Kick them out!
You feel? Go call Li Zhang. We'll keep an eye on this Song family. If they dare to run away, break their legs.
Bitch! Bitch!
You dare to hit me!
I'll fight you to the death! I'll drive you bitch out of the village!
I vow not to stop until I do! Do you think our Song family is easy to bully? Are you trying to throw all sorts of dirt on us sisters? Cheng Yingmei, do you dare to swear to heaven that what you said is true? Did you really see my sisters and an old man being intimate in public? If you dare to slander our reputation, you must have the courage to swear to heaven that what you say is true. If you are lying, you won't live through tonight. Tomorrow, you will surely die. And the day after tomorrow, you will vomit blood and die. Cheng Yumei, if you dare to lie in front of Zhang Wenwen and use him against our Song family, then be prepared for divine punishment. Swear it!
Let go of my daughter!
You're audacious to dare treat a young lady like this. Let go of our young lady.
You wish. You're blocking us on the main road and bullying us like this. Are we supposed to just wait for death? Even clay figures have a temper. Which of you is fast on your feet? Go quickly and tell Li Zhang. If he wants his daughter to return safely, he must come himself. You thought Song Jiang has no temper. And one by one, you actually wanted to bully us. You wish!
It is all you shrewish women who dare to slander my sister's reputation. My sisters went to Hoji yesterday to deliver embroidery work. They had been discussing business with Mrs. Hao. If you don't believe it, we can ask Mrs. Hao to confront you. Do you think just making up a few words makes it true?
Ziya, don't hurt anyone.
You! If you dare to harm my daughter, I'll make you regret it for the rest of your lives.
Get out!
What are you doing?
Li Zheng has arrived. Let's see how the Song family meets their end.
You dare to threaten Li Zheng's little Jiao Jiao. These two little sluts from the Song family are as good as dead.
Shang Yang, have you always thought the Song family is easy to bully? Do you think this old man is past his prime and forgotten all the skills I learned when I was young? Today, your daughter comes to the mainland to bully my granddaughter. And you've forgotten again. Who saved you back then? Your worthless life. Huh? What? You want to drive our Song family out of the village? Cheng Pia, you tell me. Who is the one that should be driven out of this village the most?
He truly forgot Mr. Song's life-saving grace.
Dad! Save me! They're going to strangle me!
Why is your strangling Wan? You'll frighten the child like this. Let her go.
Do you want to know why we're strangling them? Ask your daughter. Ask her what she said.
See if she dares to repeat what she said about us in front of you.
You are already disgraceful people. What is there for me to fear saying? Yesterday, Zhang Yimei saw these two disgraceful women leaning on an old man, acting cute to get money. Such disgraceful women we cannot have in our village. Expel them from the village.
I want you to say it completely, so that your father can understand clearly. Now, it is your turn to listen carefully to what actually happened. This stranglehold was a lesson for you. Now, it is time for you to know the truth. Come, Zhang Yimei. Tell me, at what time yesterday and in what location did you see us?
I don't know what that street is called. It is the main street in town. Anyway, it was not far from the Hugh family's embroidery workshop.
My sister and I walked on that street 4 times yesterday. Once after we got off Father Huo's ox cart, I accompanied my sister to Huji to deliver the embroidery. The second time, Madame Hao took my sister and me to the restaurant opposite for a meal. As we had business to discuss, we discussed while we ate. The third time was returning to Haoji's embroidery workshop from the restaurant. And the fourth time, Madame Hao arranged a carriage to send us back.
Impossible! You think Madame Hao, who knows nothing, would cooperate with you? You must be dreaming!
I don't understand. But you do. Do you even know what cross-stitch is? Do you know what backstitch is? Do you know what yin-yang embroidery is? Do you know the odd stitch? The 套针, 桃针, the 扎针, 扎针, long short stitch, 打子针, 打子针, and how the flat shoulder poke yarn stitch is done. If you don't understand yourself, don't assume others. Don't either. You fool. You're being used by your daughter, and you don't even realize it. Sooner or later, you'll be sold out by your daughter, and still have to count money for her.
All the women fell silent upon hearing this. They don't understand these things either.
Zhang Yimei, go on. Tell me, when did I ever see an old man? Something even I don't know. How could you have seen it? Could it be that you seduced the old man yourself, took advantage of him, and then refused to pay? You're spouting nonsense. I'm not some weakling. Why would I sell tofu?
I was with my mother, selling eggs.
Were you following us, sisters, selling eggs? I had no idea our sisterly image was so good. That just following us would let you sell eggs.
You're spouting nonsense. My mother and the aunts sold eggs at the market. I was just out on my own and happened to see your sordid affair.
Is that so? Fine. I can't bring Mrs. Hao or the restaurant owner here to testify right now. But there is a way to prove whether you're lying or telling the truth. Look up at the sky. As the saying goes, 3 feet above your head there are deities. Make an oath to the gods to prove what you're saying is true. I, Song Wushuang, swear to the heavens, if what you say is true, then I, Song Wushuang, will not only be struck by lightning, but I won't live past tomorrow night. I'll die vomiting blood. If you are lying, then you won't survive past tomorrow night. Not only will you vomit blood and die, your whole body will fester, oozing pus and rotten intestines, and you won't be reincarnated after death. Zhang Yimei, swear.
Why should I swear when you are the ones who did wrong?
Why should I be crazy along with you? If you dare not swear, it means you are talking nonsense, deceiving the villagers, and deceiving Zhang Wanwan. Swear! Zhang Yimei does not swear. And no one here is allowed to leave today. Swear! Zhang Yimei didn't dare to swear. No one here is allowed to leave today.
Zhang Yingmei, since you claim everything you saw is true, just swear it. If you swear, I'll believe you. And I'll deal with this Song family. I'll handle it.
Yimei, didn't you say that what you saw was true? That you saw it with your own eyes? Then, swear to it.
Mother, didn't you say that if I said this, we could drive the Song Yuner and Song Shuanger family out of the village? Mother, what should we do now? I don't want to swear. I don't want to die.
At this moment, everyone looked at Mother Zhang with disbelief. So it was you who instructed Yingmei to do this.
Mother, you told me that Brother Huo liked me. But Song Yuner was always seducing Brother Huo. You said that if I used this method, I could drive the Song family out of the village. What should we do now? Mother,
If we're going to be disgraced, we'll be disgraced together.
this whole thing was initiated by you.
Zhang Erhai's wife, your intentions are truly wicked. How can you corrupt a child like this?
Mother Zhang's face flushed red, and she lowered her head in silence. Did what Song Wushang just said come true so quickly?
Huh? Lordly Zhang, I can vouch for this. Everything Zhang Yingmei said was utter nonsense. Yesterday, Ah Wu and I went to town with my father. I took my younger brother to the academy.
Ever since this Zhang Yingmei got off the ox cart, she has been secretly following us brothers from a distance. Well, later, Wu and I wandered around North Street for a bit, and she kept following us secretly from behind. Later, to avoid any trouble, Wu and I returned to my father's ox cart. He just followed her back. I don't like you. I'd rather stay single forever than marry you. If you dare to insult the Song sisters with such matters again, watch your own life.
Oh my. So it is this Zhang Yingmei, who is shameless.
It was she who tried to seduce He Wen and failed, and then framed the Song sisters. How vile.
Alas, there really are all sorts of people in this world.
Did you all hear clearly? Everything Zhang Yingmei said is false. The Song sisters are innocent and pure. They were just delivering embroidery. If anyone dares to slander the reputation of our villagers again, I'll make sure you end up in jail. Zhang Yingmei, you lied to my daughter this time, made her get beaten. Let my daughter do the hitting, and you can hit back. If you dare to harm others again in the future, neither you nor your mother will be able to stay in this village.
Bitch! How dare you use me? You just wait. If I don't flay you, I'm not Zhang Wan.
Brother Song, I apologize for what happened today. My daughter is young and was misled by bad people. I will discipline Wen Yuan carefully from now on.
Old Mr. Song nodded at him lightly.
Zhang Yimei, how vicious of you. May you have bad luck your entire life. No one will ever marry you.
Help! Songzhen. Songchen, what is wrong?
Hey, Dad, what is wrong?
Yuan, Shuang, are you alright?
Your father was practicing walking in the yard, heard some commotion outside, and got anxious. He wanted to go out and check on you, but he hurried too much and fell down all of a sudden.
Dad, Grandma, why are you in such a hurry? With so many of us here, are we going to be bullied? They're just a couple of mad dogs. We can handle them. Don't worry. Come on, Dad. Let us help you up. Let's go back and rest for a while. And don't say anything inauspicious.
Songchen stood up with everyone's help. But as soon as he stood steady, his legs felt weak, and he fell to the ground again.
Dad, what is it?
What is it? Why can't I feel anything in this leg? I can't command these legs anymore.
Song Wusheng's heart sank, and she went forward to pinch the skin on Song Chen's left leg, but Song Chen felt nothing.
Dad, does your leg hurt?
No.
Song Yuer quickly squatted down and pinched his right leg. Song Zhen shook his head too. At this moment, the faces of the entire family turned pale.
I'll go get Dr. Niu.
The rest of the Song family together carried Song Chen back into the house and laid him on the cot. Soon, Dr. Niu was invited back by Song Ziyan. He first took Song Chen's pulse, but Dr. Niu said there was nothing unusual. In other words, his pulse revealed no issues. Dr. Niu then helped examine his legs, but he couldn't discern anything wrong either.
Dr. Ni, should my father still take the huogu powder he was drinking before?
Yes. Just 1 dose a day.
After paying Dr. Niu 10 copper coins for the house call and seeing him off, the Song family finally broke down in tears. How could this happen? Weren't things looking up? How could this be? Song Zhen also cried, crying because she felt useless, always being a burden to her family.
Father, please don't be sad. I will cure you. I'll head to town this afternoon to ask a doctor from town to come and examine you.
Mother, go make dinner. Let's eat first. After eating, you and Ziyan go to town. See if you can find a doctor to come back. See.
That is what I was thinking too. I'll go talk to Brother Huo first and see if we can borrow his ox cart. What if the doctor needs to be picked up and dropped off?
Seeing that they had everything arranged, the elders said nothing, as they felt the same way.
Sad, second girl. Which pharmacy are we going to?
Let's go straight to Fengji Pharmacy on North Street.
I've heard of it too. Fengji belongs to the Divine Doctor sect. But the young master hasn't arrived yet, has he?
Didn't they say he'd come at the end of the month?
It is fine. I bought medicine there last time, and they have physicians who sit in the hall. Let's have their physicians see to it first. Since they're from the Divine Doctor sect, their medical skills must be better than others.
There seemed to be an unusual number of patients at Fengji today. When Song Wushuang and the others arrived at Fengji Pharmacy, they saw 5 or 6 people standing outside. She was surprised.
What is going on? We came early and are still waiting here. If you want to go in first, you little girl.
Little AI Zu, right?
No, Uncle. I just wanted to ask why you're all queuing outside. Why aren't you going into the shop?
Go in. Do you think we don't want to go in? The shop is already packed. How can we get in? Just wait. Only one can enter when one leaves. If we went in now, there wouldn't even be room to stand.
Upon hearing this, Song Wushuang frowned and pulled Song Ziyan back to the carriage. She told Qixi and Song Zhen about the large number of patients.
Then we'll wait. We don't dare to trust other doctors. Your father's illness is so serious.
Song Wushuang agreed and took Song Ziyan back to join the queue. When they returned to Fengji Pharmacy by order, the shopkeeper and his staff had just seen off the last patient. They were all exhausted.
Young master, your girl has come again today. But this time, almost her whole family has come with her.
What happened to them?
You'll have to ask the 9th elder about that. He was the one who treated him personally. It seems the young lady's father isn't doing too well.
Shopkeeper Hu looked nervous when he saw Feng Zhe. He glanced towards the 9th elder, who was lying there, seemingly asleep.
9th elder, this young master has found the Qingzhe and Ziji.
Really? Where is the young master?
Feng Zhe waved his hand, and half of a vibrant purple Ganoderma lucidum appeared in his palm. Here.
Please tell me, what is wrong with Shuang'er's father?
How is his condition? Did the doctor say what caused it? When will he recover?
The doctors couldn't find the root of the problem. They said to give him tiger bone powder for now, and to wait for the young master of the divine doctor sect to arrive. He might be able to diagnose the issue.
You went to see Sister Feng, right? Yes. We went straight to Sister Feng. If Sister Feng's physicians can't help, then no other doctor will be able to. Anyone who claims they can treat him, I fear would only further harm Father's health and scam us out of our money. What?
Father, why must you endure so much hardship?
Grandmother, sister, don't be sad. Father will be all right. I chatted with those 2 attendants today. They said their young master's skills are remarkable. When he arrives, he'll surely be able to cure Father's illness.
Really?
Yes, it is true. Grandmother, please don't worry too much. I'm so hungry. What did you cook, sister?
Oh, I've made noodles, waiting for you to come back to cook them.
Song Yuer said, then turned and headed for the kitchen. Song Wushuang glanced into the room and followed her out.
Wushuang, tell your sister the truth. Is Father's condition really that grim? I've heard of such cases before. In the village, there was someone who suddenly lost the ability to speak, and their lower body became paralyzed. Later, they didn't live more than a few years. They passed away.
It is not as serious as you think, sister. I also privately asked Sister Feng's resident physician today. He said that Father's situation might be a bit severe, but it is not impossible to cure. For a typical person, paralysis in the lower body usually stems from one of 3 causes. The first is a head injury, leading to internal bleeding in the head. This blood clot could compress the nerves controlling movement and sensation, causing a loss of feeling in parts of the body. However, with internal head bleeding, a person would typically fall unconscious. Since Father is conscious, this possibility is ruled out. Another possibility is a dislocation, or fracture of the lumbar spine, which could disrupt the nerve connections between the upper and lower body, rendering the legs without sensation. But this condition is usually detectable by an orthopedic doctor through examination, through touch. Yet, the elder doctor examined Father today. He stated that Father's condition doesn't fit this diagnosis. So now, I'm worried it is the 3rd type of condition for Father.
What is the 3rd type? And is it treatable?
Not bad, little girl. This didn't happen in the previous life. I didn't know that you knew so much already. I am also very curious, which is this 3rd type you mentioned?
The 3rd possibility is an issue with the lumbar spine. Normally, this would be due to damage to the spine, which would lead to spinal cord lesions or infection in severe cases. But today the doctor said Dad's lumbar spine is fine. So, that is quite strange. We'll just have to wait for the young master of the Divine Doctor sect. What if the young master of the Divine Doctor sect decides to show up early?
You. Don't be so mischievous outside. If the young master of the Divine Doctor sect overhears you, it'll be a huge problem.
Little girl, see you tomorrow.
Night. The family has all gone to rest, and my sister is already asleep. Song Wushuang opened her eyes, and with a thought, entered the space.
Master, you need to work hard to earn points. Only then can you enjoy more freedom in modern dance.
Who are you? Are you the space housekeeper? Or the supermarket supervisor? Or a system assistant? Are you a physical being? Can you come out and face me?
Yes, you can, but the conditions haven't been met yet.
What conditions are required?
You need to spend 10,000 points in the space supermarket to meet me.
So greedy, so snobbish and capitalistic, talking about consumption like this again. What is your name?
The Emperor from DIY. And Hongman Feast Flute.
Oh, a system entity with such a domineering surname. Laughing this domineering name. Goodbye.
You've forgotten. You were the one who gave me this name.
The next morning.
Second sister, did you give me this? What is this? I've never encountered this before.